it's AudaxRo, and today I am playing Milestone 1. I just bought this game and I'm pretty happy about it because a friend told me about it and I've seen it a few times before and I'm like, hey, why not? It seems like a pretty good game, and the reviews on Steam are actually pretty good, so let's just start and jump right into it. In a time of yore, humankind has discovered mana, a naturally occurring energy source that long pulsed throughout the crust of the world. Humankind utilized mana from the land to craft. Oh, or not. Okay. A hunter could use something to kill and cook their catch or quarry. And apothecary. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. There also existed Nope. I'm gonna be struggling. The path down. I'm gonna be struggling to read. I'm struggling a lot. Okay. The path down uses mana as medium to transform the memories and experience of the present to ruler. Humankind would deem those in possession of her to be monarchs. The propagation of the old king's wisdom through path down was evidence. Okay. MANACRAVTE? I don't know. MANACRAVTE. MANACRAVTE. I don't know. Okay. The populous survival drove one monarchy to expansion state. Economy, the reason to another. Ambition drew many others for the few MANACRAVTE monarchies. That's it. I'm not reading this, forget it. You can pause and read it, but it's not happening. Enlightenment was abundant in this new era, ushered forth by MANACRAVTE. Roxenhide, reowned. Pacifist Kingdom from Zane. I really don't know how to pronounce these. Tragic. Oh! Oh man. That's not good. That's not good. Blood's never a good thing. Unless you're painting the town red, but that's besides the point. Roxenhide Castle, the Great Hall to the Sky Terrace. As sparks shot and flames spread throughout the Great Hall, a small shadow ascended the spiral staircase to the Sky Terrace. Good girl. I am the one who's reached the top of the castle first. A girl appeared no older than a child, spearheaded the assault on Roxenhide or something like that castle, and was the first to arrive at the highest point of its keep, the Sky Terrace. The girl, alert and aware, struck a defensive pose and quickly scanned her surroundings. She held her breath as she surveyed the terrace. Prior to the assault, the girl's party has received intelligence that the Sky Terrace was unguarded, and that the object of their pursuit was secluded in the terrace. Inheritor of the fabled path down, MANACRAVTE. I'm struggling. MANACRAVTE. Whatever. I'm skipping it. Inherits to the throne. Reveal yourself, Princess Delphine Roxenhide. You know there's no escaping from this. The girl's shout reverberated throughout the empty chairs. There was no response to the girl's command, but she maintained her guard. Despite her appearance, the girl was an experienced hunter. She looks too cute to be a hunter. Anyways, she moved towards the center of the Sky Terrace, her short stature producing silent steps, precise and without waste. She has to be here somewhere. With nothing in sight, the girl began to question the credibility of their intel. Doubt overtook her, and she had put her hand to her right ear and spoke aloud. "Hey, Cyan, can you hear me?" "If you can hear me, respond." I guess she's still preoccupied. "Our intel was wrong. The target's not here. Nobody's here." The girl relaxed her guard and took a long, deep breath. The girl proceeded further into the sky terrace towards the balcony. Sorry. There was a solid wood dining table at the center of the balcony, which overlooked the castle town below. A beautiful embroidery was draped over the table. There were several large dining chairs pushed underneath, each constructed from solid wood and handcrafted with impeccable detail. The table and all its amenities were works of art. Every object from the dining table to the decorations strategically placed throughout the sky terrace screamed of wealth. Perhaps overcome with envy, the girl proceeded to correct the toppled dining chair at the head of the table and nonchalantly plopped herself into the seat. A strange sensation shot through her small frame. A sensation that could only be described as one of the grandeur. At the head of the table overlooking the castle town below sat the girl. Her upbringing, a complete contrast to the seat's previous occupants. The absurdity of it delighted her. Slam. The uncouth commoner placed her boots onto the now soiled embroidery covering the table, lounged back in the dining chair, and relaxed her eyes. Whose seat was the girl sitting in? Who could be so fortunate enough to be born in such privilege, to be allowed a seat so grand? These trivial thoughts bounced around in the girl's mind. The owner of the chair was of little significance, because they had since abandoned the chair, fleeing in fear for their fleeing in fear for their life as the castle came under siege. Royalty. If I could eat on a table like this every day, I'd feel right and royal too. The girl peered down onto the castle town from the balcony and saw the streets engulfed in flames. Beautiful. The town's just glowing. After wow, great. I can't speak. I can't even read. After her sarcastic I don't know that word. Soliloquy. The girl noticed something as she left her seat. Is this sad how everybody's covered in blood? Another girl stood at the entrance from where the first had entered. Mistress Mahiri? Okay, I'm gonna say Mahiri. The girl addressed as Mahiri responded to her subordinate greeting with her special gesture of acknowledgement, an impassive wave of the hand. You enjoy sitting seat, Coco? Asked Mary of her compatriot Coco in a deadpan, almost intelligible manner of speech. Not at all, mistress. Mistress Marie never appears unnerved by anything we do. Coco silently thought to herself. Coco's compatriot apparent, Mary, appeared no older than Coco herself. Graced with a youthful look, but stunted with a child's height. While Coco appeared overtly belligerent, Mary appeared to exude an aura of harmlessness at first glance. However, her foes were also deceived by by her aura of harmlessness. The hem of Mary's cloak was dyed from black to damp crimson with her victim's blood. That's scary. Okay, good. I'm surprised you made it up here without tearing the hem. Marie tilted her head at Coco's comment, puzzled, an ethereal question mark seeming to float over her head. Coco made no sense. Why ruin a good cloak? No reason. No rush. No rush? If you didn't notice, everything's on fire. That's plenty of reason to rush. Thick smoke and the stench of blood polluted the air. Shrieks and explosions echoed throughout the Rugenheid castle. Even though Marie was at the center of destruction, she was deaf to the orchestra of oblivion in the background. Task near completion. No rush. You do have a point, but Coco was at loss for words, defeated by Marie's simple retort. I keep saying Mary, it's Marie, right? I'm not stupid, am I? I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. Target? Where? Oh, right, the target. Well, she's not here. I guess Cyan was misinformed. Cyan reliable. Even Cyan wrong. We obey sister's borders. You mean orders. Orders. This was normal. Marie often communicated through expressions and gestures rather than words. Marie's mannerisms were simple, frank, and left little room for interpretation. Where else could the target be? I'm pretty sure we made a thorough sweep. Plan B. Search and destroy. This'll take a while. I'm gonna go crazy from searching the whole keep. Funny. Coco made a distraught face at the thought of Plan B, a sight that entertained Marie. Marie took slight joy in seeing Coco's distraught expression. Sure, laugh it up. Plan B it is. Let's split up and do a thorough check of the east and west wings. I'll take the east wing. Blink. What's wrong? Recall shadow soldiers for escort? I'll be fine without them. My 150 shadow soldiers have already decimated most of Rugenheid's warriors, so I'm not counting on encountering anyone. What's the matter, mistress? Don't let overconfidence cloud your judgment, stated Marie in a soft voice, her words connected and well-formed. Everything's gone, according to Sister's design so far, but you may ultimately need those 150 shade soldiers. Understood, started Coco, standing straight up like a student before a teacher. It's never bad to expect the unexpected. That's all I meant. Scary. I didn't expect to hear a safety lecture come from her. Bystanders could never comprehend the force behind Marie's change in speech. Marie would speak more plainly about the things she felt more strongly about, a difficult task for someone with a speech impediment. Logical, seeing that she only just recently began remembering her vocabulary. Even with her limited vocabulary and the lack of situational awareness, Marie was in no way unintelligent. Coco, Mary's subordinate and partner, understood this. As they split up, a voice rang out in Coco's right ear. Coco, can you hear me? Oh, Cyan, yes, I can hear you. How are things on your end? They all dead yet? I don't even know what voice I should do for this person, but okay. I flooded and sealed the first, second, and third floors with my mana, so yeah, they're all dead. And unless the reinforcements start raining from the sky, there's no way to keep them to breach to the oh my god, there's no way for them to reach the gate to the keep. But get a load of this. I just finished offing these two guards, right? Seriously, they were total pushovers. I think I get more of a thrill from killing these snoozers in my sleep. Says the person who volunteered to guard the rear. If you wanted action, you should have taken the lead. So, how are things going on your end? Fine, change the topic. That reminds me, you've got some explaining to do, Cyan. You said the princess, you said that the princess was in the Sky Terrace, but she's not here. Huh? She has to be there. If you check the balcony already, then scour the place until you find her. I know already, alright? I'm gonna be sore from all this tomorrow. A thorough sweep of the terrace won't kill you, young'un. Says you, Cyan. Why don't you come up here instead? Stop wasting time and get going. Coco, finish this already. Oh, okay. I gotta admit, knocking this nation off its foundation took a lot less effort than I imagined. I know what you mean. The indestructible reputation of Ruxenhide just didn't live up to reality. Some symbol of the MANACRAVTE's alliance. I'm just gonna say that. The fact that Mistress Milano took an active role in the attack probably had a lot to do with how easy it was. If I had to guess, oh, who cares? The mistress is so unorthodox. I have no idea what she's thinking doing this. Have some faith, Cyan. It's not like Mistress Milano could have done this on her own without us. Actually, I personally think she could have single-handedly destroyed Ruxenhide without us. If I had to describe the mistress in one word, it'd be shrewd. You've got a point. Alright then, I'm going to go secure and seal the remaining floors now. I hope you find this target soon. Cyan out. Coco out. Mistress Marie and Cyan make everything sound so simple. Am I the only one who's feeling a little worried now? Killjoys, the both of them. I was just doing fine without them too. As Coco turned to make her way back to the sky terrace. Oh! A flash of light shot out the corner of the east wing. Huh. Coco reacted in a moment too late. What? The head off Coco's staff was sliced clean off. My staff! Coco's staff was made from a lightweight alloy. Not especially known for its durability, but still metallic. The edge of a common sword might nick it, but anything shorter wouldn't even leave a mark. Sorry. Coco's eyes were focused on the weapon's tip as it passed by her head, digging its way into a stone wall before coming to a full stop. An invisible knife? An ice dagger? A MANACRAVTE knife? Coco thought through the possibilities. Whatever type it was, she realized assessing her Assylian took precedence. I don't know. Who goes there? Show yourself. Oh. Out from the darkness and into the light emerged yet another girl. A servant to the royals, Coco thought. She wore a purple cloak over a tricolored tunic, both made from fine silk. However, what immediately drew Coco's attention was not the quality of this girl's clothes, but the crest which shimmered around the collar of her cloak. The crest represented her rank in the MANACRAVTE's alliance. A dual crafter. The fact that the girl couldn't have been older than 20 shocked Coco more than the translucent knife that had been flung at her. Vitona Rainvasta? Yeah, Rainvasta. Coco didn't know it, but Ritona Rainvasta was a royal guardian to the Princess Selphine Ruxenhide. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing these names. I was not ready for this. Okay, where were you hiding this whole time? Ritona. What are you after? Why do you seek Milady? Asked Ritona, having intentionally ignored Coco's question, knowing that she would not receive a satisfactory reply. Ritona concluded that learning any information regarding the enemy's objective was of the utmost importance. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Seek Milady? You've got it all wrong. Listen, we haven't got a plan. We're only here to brighten Ruxenhide up, literally. Now, whether or not we decide to set you on fire is completely up to us. Got it? You're all at our mercy. We're in control now. If you want to live, then you better liven up and tell us everything we want to know. If you don't talk, I kill you. Simple as that. Very well. And judging by your attire, I'm gonna guess you're a servant around here, right? You wouldn't happen to know where Sylphine is, would you? I do know where she is. You do? Great, let's do this then. You tell me where she is, and I promise to spare you. You will? And if I refuse? Well, obviously, you don't... If you don't tell me, then I'll kill you. Duh. Are my demands pretty simple and motivational? Are you trying to get on my bad side or something? Has the smoke gone to your head? Is your brain too fried to comprehend the situation here? I'm starting to lose my patience with you. The next thing out of your mouth better be Sylphine's location or... Princess. What? You shall... Snap. You shall address Milady as Princess Sylphine, you disrespectful child. Oh my god. The inferno blazing in Ratona's eyes melted away her cool and collected demeanor. I do not know what it is you seek to gain from committing regicide, but you shall submit yourself before common courtesy and address the Princess of Rugenheid by her proper title. Your utter disregard for Milady's official title is evidence enough of your lack of morality. Huh? The time for talk is over. Duel me. That is the only way you imbeciles know how to conduct yourselves. You'll learn from common courtesy after I've thoroughly disciplined you. Didn't you hear a single word I said? You think you can duel me? You think you can beat me? Are you out of your mind? Who cares if you're a dual crafter? You can't beat me. Your stupid MANACRAVTE rank in the Alliance doesn't mean a damn where I'm from. On guard. In an instant, both MANACRAFTers began gathering their purified mana. Two ethereal orbs of light slowly materialized and revolved around Ratona, causing Coco to stare in awe. They began augmenting their mana with the surrounding mana, preparing for battlecraft. Gradually, a torrential mix of colored mana began revolving around Ratona. Ratona had initiated the incantation interval, which gathers together both colored and purified mana. This resulted in an already overwhelming display of her mastery of Pyro and Terra MANACRAFTES. Or so Coco had originally thought. What materialized from Ratona's extravagant display of colored and purified mana was a translucent bladed weapon, which most Pyro and Terra dual crafters can create if they are inclined to melee attacks. You got my hopes up with a pretty light show, and that's all. That sword is all you have to show for it. However, it was no ordinary blade. It's a glass sword. Are you out of your mind? What of it? You're nothing but a glass crafter. Do you have a death wish or something? You really think you can defeat me with that brittle blade? Enough chatter, child. Let us commence with our duel. Keep it up, you big... Oh, okay. I'm guessing Coco doesn't look like somebody you'd hear curse a lot. I don't even know. Just you keep it up. Call me a child one more time. I dare you. I double dare you. You think you can stop me, glass crafter? Is that what you think? Well, you're dead wrong. Clack, clack. As Coco concluded her declaration, she slammed the tip of her staff twice into the ground, causing a glowing triangle to emerge at the base of Ratona's feet. She's casting a ranged MANACRAFTE instead of engaging in melee combat? I'll make your passing as painful as possible. Arise. Whoa! Triangle incineration! Silence covered the east wing, followed by a pillar of fire shooting from the glowing triangle to the ceiling. Okay. Sluggish. Ratona escaped the trap, landing squarely behind Coco while running the tip of the sword along her back. Coco reacted in an instant, leaning forward while kicking hard at the ground to move away from Ratona. After landing at a safe distance, Coco quickly assessed her wound, but... where is it? What the? The wound was nowhere to be seen. The agonizing sensation of sharp glass carving through her back gradually dulled and dissipated. How did you? Coco realized then how the wound had vanished. At first glance, Ratona's sword would only appear to be made from glass, but it was in fact a lethal weapon of unusual craft. This glass sword is actually crafted from Transidian ore. It's often mistaken for plain glass. A Transidian sword? An ore capable of creating the sharpest edge known to humankind. It really did. But it's almost impossible to forge. Refining the ore without breaking it is impossible. But it can be done. My mastery of Pyro and Terra MANACRAVTE allow for the creation of Transidian weapons. Though it takes some time. Why would you bother crafting a sword out of Transidian at all? Don't you think forging a sword out of alloy would have been easier? What difference does the material make, so long as the resulting edged weapon serves its purpose? That's your reasoning for crafting some weird double-edged weapon? In fact, why are you even dueling me with a sword? It makes no sense. You're a little slow on the uptake, aren't you? My battlecraft forte is in melee combat. Ratona leapt in an instant. Coco knew she'd be outmatched in melee combat, so she tried to gain distance over Ratona. Arise, my shadow soldiers. Coco slammed the tip of her staff into the ground once more. The shadow from the staff stretched to the nearest wall, from which shadowy warriors began to emerge. Coco summoned four of her shadow soldiers. They quickly surrounded and trapped Ratona, leaving her no room to escape. This girl can summon shadow soldiers. The very same ones that attacked our castle? Sorry. Oh my god, my mouth is so dry. Be careful, she's a slippery one. Cut her down before she uses that sword on you. And make sure she doesn't come anywhere near me. Coco raised her staff again, spreading a glowing wave of mana into the air. The glowing halo of mana wafted towards and encircled the four shadow soldiers. May my wisdom of Pyro and Terra craft unbreakable chains. Slam! Coco's staff made contact with the ground once more, and the halo of mana materialized into a steel chain. How can she create and manipulate that chain from a distance? I need to seal her movements. With a single stroke of her finger, Coco's shadow soldiers attempted to contain and maim Ratona. Oh man. Regardless of her entrapment, she continued to bob and weave between the countless swings of the shadows soldiers' ethereal longswords. Jesus Christ. I've got her now! Clink clink. Coco's steel chain fell over the shadow soldiers, and they used it to bind and trap Ratona. Oh man, that's... There's no escape this time. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die. Coco and the shadow soldiers closed in on the now chained Ratona, clasping hands to one another in the shape of a pentagram. And then, arise! Coco's staff and the shadow soldier's black swords simultaneously struck the ground at 5 points. From those 5 points, a glowing pentagram formed on the ground where Ratona stood. Jesus Christ. Pentagram incineration. Oh my god, this is a visual novel, yet it's so intense at the same time. Jesus Christ. While a triangle was scorched into the stone ceiling from Coco's first attack, this attack punched a pentagram-shaped hole straight through the ceiling, revealing a full moon floating in the night sky. God. Whoa, I burnt that bitch to a crisp. What's the matter with you all? It's time to sell it, right? Coco's shadow soldiers had ceased to respond to their master's beckoning, throwing Coco into confusion. Oh man. Never forget the sensation. Oh. For the sensation surpasses that of steel. spoke a voice as Coco's shadow shoulders dispersed. Yet again, Rotona had escaped Coco's trap and made her way around Coco's back. Coco was once more at Rotona's mercy, as she now found herself with the tip of a Transidian sword pressed against her neck. Oh god, I don't even want to imagine how that feels. Even when lightly pressed against skin, the sensation of flesh being slowly flayed was evident from Coco's grimace. That's not fair. Glass can't cut through steel. It just can't. Something about you doesn't add up. You're skilled in the conventional combative MANACRAFTE, but those skills are unsuited for it. Your first attack was powerful enough to scorch stone, and your second attack far surpassed the first, blasting straight through mortar. But the incantation intervals for both MANACRAFTEs was too costly. I could have defeated you easily in the time you took twice. Thus, your ranged MANACRAFTE was insufficient in a duel that called for range. I don't need your stupid lecture. Coco clung desperately to her staff, bearing the immense pain of Rotona's Transidian sword against her neck. Why, when I was so close to achieving our objective, did I encounter this bitch? Very well. Your life is in my hands, but I do not wish to spill your blood. I detest using force as a means of resolution. I only desire dialogue to end this needless bloodshed. The pain Coco felt from the sword diminished. Dialogue? Coco reacted to Rotona's ultimatum with disgust? I don't know. Okay, but in an instant. Oh god, what the? You're something else, you know that? Coco reached a conclusion regarding her opponent. She realized that Rotona would ultimately choose not to kill her, which brought her to dark delight. You're a riot! Coco sneered and lunged the tip of her staff down towards Rotona's foot. Oh, that's Jesus Christ! This girl's crazy. What kind of idiot would want dialogue with the people who massacred her people? Oh, I know who would. You. Indeed, compassion had no place on the battlefield, even from a citizen of a kingdom re-owned for pursuing pacifism. Even Rotona was well aware of this paradox. She knew she could be forced to take her foe's head. Rotona resisted, even struggled against the impulse to kill Coco. It was this very impulse that set Coco and Rotona apart. Coco was capable of committing murder without a hint of hesitation. You cannot defeat me, child. Your provocations fall on deaf ears. The only idiot is the one who's still struggling when there's a sword pressed against their throat. Rotona struggled against the concept of executing a child. She even struggled against the concept of this child committing mass murder without a shred of hesitance. The concept of child soldiers was foreign to Rotona, who didn't know how fortunate she was to be born and raised in a peaceful kingdom. To Coco, Rotona's mercy was a childish ideal to pursue on the battlefield. It was kill or be killed. It feels like I'm talking to a wall. Your mercy makes no sense to me. Do you know how many of your people I've slaughtered tonight? And do you want to settle this peacefully through dialogue? How naive can you be? Is it so wrong to take a life if it means protecting someone you can't live without? Well, is it so wrong? We're not so different, you and I. I know you'd kill to protect your precious princess. Rotona gave no retort. She was apprehensive at the very aspect of agreeing with Coco's creed. It wasn't like Rotona to be rattled by words so. In fact, Rotona was shocked into speechlessness, followed by a disquieting silence that befell the chamber. Rotona had never an opponent's words affect her to the point of speechlessness. The unnatural silence that filled the air felt almost organic, as if it produced, oh my god, to conceal a shadow which found itself directly behind Rotona. Craft Crusher. Oh, Rotona's Transidian sword, reliable through a duel, was suddenly reduced to microscopic fragments. Oh, snap. My sword! It shattered for mana instability? I should have been able to detect this. Case in point. This is my faithful partner, Mistress Marie. We'd kill to protect each other. Oh my god. Why does she looks cute, but then it's like something uncanny. Maria greeted Rotona with her signature hand wave. Create more shadow soldiers, yeah? I will now. I warned you that you would need those 150 shadow soldiers. Create sturdier shadow soldiers. I shall, Mistress Marie. Oh, what did you do to my sword? Broke it? With Craft Crusher. You can do that? MANACRAVTE is destabilization and nullification, but how? It should be an impossible feat. Normally a great deal of time and mana would be dedicated to such a thing. Marie's ability throws... where did I get throws? Okay. Marie's ability allows her to bypass that altogether. I wouldn't try to understand how the Mistress ability came to be. You've got more important things to worry about. Just know that incantation interval doesn't apply to any of the Mistress MANACRAVTEs, but for the rest of us it does. That just can't be true. It's impossible. Rotona ignored Coco's advice and tried to make sense of it. Despite Coco's firepower, the incantation interval required for each cast left her at a disadvantage when dueling. Wait, hold up. Oh god. Oh, my mouth is so dry. Holy crap. Ugh. It's been like almost 40 minutes. I'm gonna stop it soon. Okay. They are the perfect sword and shield. The tables have turned for Rotona because of the time she spent demanding Coco surrender. Rotona's pursuit for compassion had betrayed her in turn. Forgive me, lady. Stay low to the ground. Oh snap. With a wave of Rotona's hand, the hidden glass wall in front of the chamber's gable fractured and shattered. For the sound of glass fragments was all that was audible within the chamber as light reflected off the glass and illuminated the east wing. Princess Selphine, who had been hidden there the whole time, stepped out from the gable and into the blinding light. It's really Selphine. Coco immediately raised her staff and began casting offensive MANACRAVTE. However, Rotona already reached Selphine's side by the time Coco raised her staff. Speedy. Why is the mana around here stirring so restlessly? Incantation interval? Wait, why is she even bothering to use battlecraft? 1,000 pardons, milady, but please close your eyes for a brief moment. I keep mixing up the voices. Sorry. Wind slowly gathered into a raging vortex, enveloping both Rotona and Selphine. Coco, get away from there now! The east wing was illuminated with blinding bright light once more. It wasn't the Transidian battlecraft she cast before? The light dispersed, revealing everything once again, except for... Whoa. Mistress, what happened? What happened? Where did they go? They vanished from thin air. Whoops. Oh, snap. I'm gonna stop right here. My voice is getting all raspy and my throat is getting really dry. And it's almost 40 minutes, so yeah, I should stop it right here. If you want to see more of this, just like this video and comment, and share it with your friends, and subscribe. They'll help me out a lot. So yeah, I'll hopefully, if you guys like it, I'll make another episode of this. If not, I can just play it without you guys, but that's beside the point, because that's most likely not happening. Anyways, see ya.